Hello and welcome, Pauleh here, and I'm playing Colony Survival. Now, I've worked on the exterior wall there. I've brought the height up to match the rest of the compound so far. Haven't filled this in yet because I'm still unsure if I want to expand the colony. Now, I did measure it out. 75 meters away from the flag, this direction would be up to this block here. Just before this big open area. And part of me is like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should expand all this out to here and, you know, do it that way. But I don't know. I don't know yet. So right now I've been working on houses and expanding them. Had a few ideas that I want to mess around with today. That's under construction. I might turn all the rooftops into straw just because it looks better. So in between the houses, this is actually going to make a nice little street. It's wide enough that I can have a stone floor for a road or a pathway 3 blocks wide. If I wanted to, I could add in the bushes alongside here. I'm not sure though. But what I really wanted to show was down here behind the houses, you know, what to do with them. I'm toying with the idea of adding these in, because it occurred to me that one of the biggest problems is that, you know, my people are going to go, like if I had all my wheat fields out front where I was talking about in the last video, the colonists will go out there, they'll work the field, and chances are I'll have crates nearby, they'll just dump them in the crate and then that's it, you know what I mean? So, if I'm to do it where we have, you know, various things dotted around the map, and then we just have one central storage house for all of the materials. That would mean, regardless of where anyone is, they would have to travel for materials. Now, this slows down production drastically. Gathering resources, crafting things would take a lot longer because they have to travel to the storage area to pick it up. But it gives activity. It breeds activity into the colony because you'll see people moving around doing stuff. And at the end of the day, as long as I keep my food levels up, you know, we should be fine. So I'm toying with doing that at the moment. I'm not sure though. But I think it would be a good idea. The question is, where do I make it? That is the big question. Where do I build it? Right, I mean, right now we're going to have houses going to there. Can I fit one more house along the edge here, I wonder? No, because this is going to come up to, because this stone, yeah, this stone wall's going to be like 3 blocks away from the wall here, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, no, so it's going to be like that. Anyway, what I'm thinking about putting behind here is this stuff. The flax, because the flax turns into flowers once it's grown. So what if we were to make it so, you know, people grow flax, you know, out here. When it's fully grown, it'll be flowers, and when it isn't, you know, I don't know, I think that could look kind of cool. I like these big chunky roads as well, like, they look pretty nice. Although I don't know if I should have something smaller for here, I haven't decided yet. We do have the mine here that I'm going to have to relocate. But I can just abandon that mine down there, that's no big deal. No big deal at all. I wonder what happens if you make a mine that's diagonal and it goes underground outside the wall. Will zombies spawn down there and come up? You know what I mean? How does that work? How does that work? Let's go ahead and fill this in. Don't want to block it just yet though, we've still got workers down there. So, I don't know if this is going to end up being too big. if this is too big of a pathway. Like, I could make it, as I said, have the flax thing down here, have plants growing and stuff. But I think that may be like too much. And like, is a pathway like this too big for down here? I mean, I was going to add in, you know, some bushes and stuff and make it look nice, or at least try to. I could pick this up actually. In fact, oh, I can't do that. So yeah, we're gonna have another road here. How can I fit in another house? Should I even fit in another house? Because if you look at it here, that would be kind of like this section. I might leave it, Add in like a couple more houses here, and I could probably fit in a couple more at the back here. Maybe 2 back to back, and then another 2 here facing each other. That might not be a bad way of doing it. Definitely liking that idea. But let's say I'm gonna have a bush there. Like, how big is this? How big is this area? So let me get rid of all this. So I don't know how far this is going to come this way. I could fit in like another... So let's work this out. Let me work this out first. Get my template builder here. So 1, 2, and that's the wall. So the wall's going to be there. So we want it. So let's say this is the wall. Kind of want it like a space away. So there's at least one gap. This would leave in... That would leave a gap between the wall. That leaves 3 blocks. Those would be hedges. That would actually fit just nicely. So yeah, the question would be, do I take it up to here, or do I keep it as wide as the house back here? That's a good question. I could take it all the way to the wall and then give 2 blocks this side, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've got these ideas, I just don't know how I want it spaced out. Like Flax farmer. Like, if we just made it, so that if we make them like that size, that's all they're gonna do is 27. That's not much. That would it seems like it'd hardly be worth it. Then again, maybe it's a perfect use for the area, I don't know. And then I can replace this with grass. There needs to be a way to get back here, but they could go up the side of the houses. And then you see that people are just going to be working, like in the back of these places. I mean, that should be nice. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad idea. And I kind of want to remove this, but let's have a quick look. So the center of here would be that, 2 blocks either side, and then I can go ahead. Place this down. I can get my bushes along the edge. Only problem with all these bushes, it's going to make it to a point where no, there will be ways to get out and get behind places. not to worry. But I feel like doing it this way would make the place look a lot nicer, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And that will give me 2 either side. Sure, let's do it that way. That's the plan. That's the plan. What I do need is more of these leaves, so I'm going to have to make a trip for that soon. I need to finish this house. Still thinking of removing these red roofs and making it all straw, because straw just looks better. But I haven't decided yet. I've got all this stuff in here that I need to remove. I need to make a storage house. Don't know where I'm building it yet. I do need a storage house though. A nice big storage house, maybe like a big barn or something. Haven't decided. And here's the other thing, I could come out here and I could build farmhouses. And then I could have this massive wheat field out here. The problem is that if I have the farmhouses, I'm going to have to make some guard towers. And then if I make guard towers, the enemy may not even make it towards the castle, you know what I mean? The colony. You know what? Executive decision time. I think I'm just going to be too boring if I just make it a perfect square. I think that's just going to be too boring. We keep it a rectangle as it is now. We've got the entrance already built. Let's not change it up any more than it already is. We'll remove all these trees. We'll build some farmhouses out here for sure. And I kind of want to get rid of all the colonists, to be honest. So I can... How am I going to do that? It's like I want to make sure that anyone who works out here... Then again, do I really want all the houses outside, you know what I mean? Do I really want any houses outside, any colonists outside the walls? That kind of defeats the purpose. I like having them travel. But what could I build out? See, now I'm thinking of like expanding it some more. It's a tricky one to decide. I really wish you could assign the beds, like, who, you know, to either colonists individually or to the type of worker. Like, you make a guard, you know, barracks, and the beds in there, they are for the people that, you know, are on the wall. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I definitely like the idea of having fields, though, out here. This would be outside the wall anyway. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and at least set it up so we've got fields growing. Because it's going to take some time to get set up, because the way I'm going to do this is that I'm not going to have a box out here. I want them to travel in and out of my colony. Yeah, it's going to be dangerous, but I reckon that if I make some guard towers out here though, we should be good in that regard. The only thing I want to make sure is I continue. I just want to, you know, if I'm going to make the straight up path going straight out, I just want to know where the middle is, so I know what to work with, what not to do. Okay. So command tool. Wheat farmer. And I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to just remove all this at some point, but so might do the bush thing still. 1, 2, 3. This would give me room if I wanted to have any space. Oh my god. Yeah, so when it goes nighttime, the zombies are going to spawn right on top of them. Jeez. Now I could just make it one massive field, or I could make it so there's a divider. If I'm going to do a divider, I kind of want to make it just like this. We'll probably make some towers out here. So that was road. Okay, easy for me to do this. Road, okay. Bush there, 2 spaces afterwards, I got it. Bush there, 2 spaces afterwards, build here, got it. Yeah, that's kind of scary how they just spawn on top of everyone. Why don't I just place it here? Oh, it's not flat. There we go. Now I can go ahead and just get the rest of these fields in. So yeah, I'm not going to have any crates out here. It's going to take ages for them to do this, but I literally plan on having many different fields out here. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be where people come to work. This is where all the food is. So we're just going to make a whole bunch of these. I think this is going to work out quite well. Maybe. I definitely want to make a storage house. That's going to have to be my next goal. I just need to work out where. Have I got 2 on both sides? Not yet. That means I'll need like 11 more people. It's going to increase the amount of zombies. The first night I reckon people are going to get killed because they're... we'll see. Okay, this is going to require a bit of demolition. I only have to go to about here. I wonder how far people will travel for work. That is a question that needs an answer. But basically I want to make a colony that's got people going back and forth, that's got people doing stuff. So it's not just another dead thing where you don't see anyone because, you know, they're all working in set locations. So now I need 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have a bunch of unemployed people. I should have got rid of my old fields, but I'm gonna have to get these established first, because if I don't... What does this look off? Oh no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Okay, I gotta fix that. Oh my God, Paul, you had one job and you blew it. You blew it, man. One job. Measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. You know? This is what threw me off. Because it should have been built like that. Oh. No big deal to fix. It's just annoying, you know? When you finally get it all set up, all pretty looking, and you'd realise you done goofed. So you see these, this is going to be slow to set up because these guys are going to have to keep going back to get wheat seeds. I could place down a crate for now just to speed up the process, just to get it all growing, but you know what, I'm not in a rush, so... There we go. Fixed. Okay, so... No, not fixed. Remove plonker. So, you see here, we're going to have people coming from the colony all the way out. It's going to add a bit of traffic. We'll get a road down here. And yeah, hopefully it will look good. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time.